Hello. This video will be about what my 2025 to 2026 class has learned about economics over the course of this year, using Minecraft as a medium. We'll be using the book Basic Economics by Thomas Sowell as a reference for a lot of our information. We'll get into it now. Scarcity is defined as having limited resources to meet unlimited wants, meaning that what everyone wants adds up to more than what supply exists. This can be portrayed by ancient debris. Found rarely throughout nether terrain or more commonly in bastions, there's not usually enough for all players within a reasonable distance, with only a 0.04% chance per block to be ancient debris.
If a product is in high demand and the supply for it can't keep up, the price will be increased until it reaches an equilibrium. If the market becomes more saturated with the product, the price will be decreased until it reaches an equilibrium.
Companies often lower prices or improve product quality in order to get ahead of their rivals. This is why it's good to have a lot of companies in a market. Their competition leads to more affordable and more lasting products for the consumer. Without diversity of businesses, companies would be less efficient and sell mediocre products knowing they can get away with it.
High-skill jobs will generally pay more than low-skill jobs, and experienced people will generally be paid more than inexperienced people. The higher the quality of work is, the more you'll have to pay for it.
Corruption is when someone in power uses their position for their own personal gain. The Minecraft community has experienced this a lot, with the most recent instance being Marlow, who went under the disguise of a girl and cheated, scammed, and lied to the community for over 5 years to end up on top and make tons of money. In an economy, this leads to unfair advantages, wasted resources, and a system that doesn't work properly for everyone. What you do with your resources matters. With 12 iron, I can make a chestplate and boots, or I can make a helmet and leggings. While the amount of iron going into it is the same, there is a best option. For a government, this means choosing what to allocate funding to and what to cut funding from, while its citizens need to make decisions on things like the quality and price of products they buy. The same role, situation, or price will affect people differently. Something that costs 4 diamonds will affect people who only have 8 far more than people who have a stack, because percentage-wise, the rich person loses much less than the poor person. Present value is all about what something is worth at the time. Even if there's a bunch of resources underground, only the portion that's worth the cost to find and extract right now will be extracted. Because of this, people often think we're running out of resources, such as oil, when really it's just about what's economically worthwhile at the time.
Government insurance refers to how the government uses taxes to provide financial aid to individuals that cannot help themselves. This insurance often comes in the form of disaster aid, helping people recover from events like floods, fires, or any other large-scale or natural disaster.
A moral hazard is when a person or institution is willing to take more risks knowing they won't suffer the full consequences or a negative outcome. Someone playing without any sort of safety net will be more likely to tread cautiously, while someone with that safety net is able to be more reckless.
Government regulation is how the government sets rules to control and guide economic activity, making sure people and businesses follow the law. If these rules are broken, like not paying taxes, the government can step in to enforce them, often through agencies like the Internal Revenue Service. If you try to avoid paying what you owe, the system is designed to track you down and hold you accountable. These regulations help to keep the economy fair, prevent fraud, and ensure everyone contributes their share.
Stocks are a great example of risk over time. In a short time span, risk looks very high and gains are on average low, but as you zoom out, you can see the risk mellows and a general trend upwards begins to show. Bonds are more consistent than stocks, but can take longer to gain value. Tools like diversification and insurance can help you reduce your risk. People deposit money in banks for storage, safekeeping, and fighting inflation, but banks only keep around 10% physically in the bank. This is a key part of a system called fractional reserve banking, where money is invested, lent out, and circulated. As long as you're paid back, there is no harm in this practice. That's the end of the video. Sorry. Whoa. Sorry I have to be all quiet right now. It's 12:30 and I was recording the end of the voice lines. Hopefully this is worth a good grade. Took a while. Make sure to like